Welcome to another episode of Social PR Secrets. My name is Lisa Beyer, and I'll be your host. Today's guest is Virginia Nussey. She is also known as the Bot Girl, as in Messenger Bot. Virginia heads up the content marketing for MobileMonkey, and in this interview, she breaks down all of the social PR secrets to using chatbots and Facebook Messenger. Enjoy the interview and namaste. Hey, everybody. So welcome. We are on the week that we're talking about social customer service, and what a better week to talk about the latest trend that is actually more than a trend, it's here to stay, chatbots and Messenger. And we have possibly a familiar face with you this week. So you might remember Virginia from last week. Hey, Virginia.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, everybody.
So Virginia is moved into the world of Messenger and chatbots and is now working with MobileMonkey. So Virginia, tell us about that switch and what's happening in that world now.
How trippy that I was in the last class talking about SEO when I was working at an agency for 10 years. And now I'm working at the Facebook Messenger marketing platform, MobileMonkey. And we basically make chatbot building for Facebook Messenger really easy. So you don't have to write any code, and then you can get a lot of marketing automations, autoresponders and chat blasting and a whole slew of customer service advantages, which we'll talk about a little bit today.
Definitely. So today's day one of this week. So there's probably a good chance that if the students are watching this, maybe they haven't even had a chance to even read up on what a chatbot is or what it means with to use that. So can you just explain the most basic way, what is a chatbot and how does it work?
Of course. A chatbot is a computer program that talks to you to a user in a chat application. And the most popular chat application today is Facebook Messenger with over 1 billion active monthly users. But other ones you're probably familiar with are Skype and Snapchat, and even SMS would be a type of chat.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure most of us have experienced, most of you, the students in the class have experienced a chatbot or via Messenger when you've arrived on a website and maybe Messenger is powering that chat, or just on a Facebook page, messaging through the Facebook page if you're wondering certain questions that might be questions that are very common questions. And that's the real beauty of this comes into play, where it's actually working with humans and making it easier, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of all of the questions that people will ask, about 80% of them happen to be the most frequently and commonly asked questions. So chatbots can be programmed to have the responses to those questions and save a business time and resources in answering the same question over and over again.
Right. So saving time for the humans, and it also feels human, right? It feels almost very personalized, or it does feel very personalized if it's programmed right.
That is definitely a best practice, is to have a personal feel, and to convey your brand through your every touch point of your communications with your customers. So chatbots are no different in that sense.
So you sent me a document that you just need to let me, give me permission, and I'm going to do a screen share. But so this week, while you're doing that, this week we're talking about social customer service, and then of course talking about Messenger. So what are some examples of brands, large and small, using this application, using this platform, and what's the real big deal about it?
There are a lot of applications for businesses, no matter your size, to use chatbots, and they can help you with sales and, of course, like we talked about, answering frequently asked questions, booking hotels and Starbucks and pretty Sephora, whether it's e-commerce or in-person retail. I mean, there are pretty much, it's like you said, a trend that's not going away anytime soon.
So if we wanted to is there a reason why we shouldn't just use, like Facebook provides us with basically the basics of Messenger? What are some of the advantages of going outside and using a third party like MobileMonkey?
With Facebook Messenger, you can set it up with Facebook provided tools so that it's your on-site chat and you can use it like live chat essentially. What tools like MobileMonkey and some others do is it lets you set up automations. So that's essentially where you program what the bot will say in response to certain requests and interactions. So if you want to schedule directions, if you want to have a chatbot that can make appointments for you, if you want to have a chatbot that responds with certain products with a gallery of options, if you're selling products or services, these are kinds of things that Facebook, just out of the box, if you hook up Messenger as a customer service or sales tool, isn't going to be able to do unless you have something like MobileMonkey.
Yeah, so it's limiting. I mean, it definitely gives you options, but it doesn't give you all the different options that MobileMonkey gives. And one of my favorites is I love how you can reach out when somebody's interacted with you on Messenger, and you can reach out and even share blog posts. And, you know, can you give us some examples of other things beyond just like the obvious that you can do using Messenger?
There are some really fun marketing features. So what happens is a user comes in and messages your Facebook page, and then now you've made a contact. Now you know that this person is interested in your business. And now their customer profile is going to be something that you save within kind of like your customer database. And every time you interact with that person, you learn a little bit more about them, what their user preferences are, so that you can personalize your content marketing to them. So then once you know that, say in the example of Starbucks, that they always love peppermint lattes, you know, then you can tell them about a new flavor of peppermint that's coming out that's a special, or kind of market around their preferences. So chat blasting is the way that you would do that, which is sending mass messaging promotions or content. Another cool marketing feature is drip campaigns. As soon as somebody enters your audience that you've customized or segmented, then you can send a series of messages that help to nurture your lead down like a funnel or through their customer journey, basically. So drip campaigns and chat blasting are two of the big ones.
So how does that compare to email? Because it just seems like, isn't that just the same? Can't we just do the same with email?
Yep. Yep. Marketing automations for email and chat are very similar. But the big thing that separates them today is their engagement rates. So in email, you're looking at 5 to maybe 20% open rates. You know, and if you keep track of stats, those numbers are really important to you. So the difference is in chat. Right now, we're looking at 60 to 80% open rates. So that's
Wow,
a huge difference of engagement.
that's huge. How long has this been around? Like how long has Messenger and chatbots really been a thing? It seems like it's, I mean, I wrote an article on it earlier this year, but it seems like this year is like kind of the year of Messenger, the year of chatbot.
Yeah, I think in your article you said 2017 was pretty much the year that chatbots took off. And if you look at something like Google Trends and you put in chatbots, you can see that that graph really spikes starting in 2017.
Yeah. So Larry Kim owns MobileMonkey, and he definitely was super smart and brilliant to be thinking ahead with this, because I can remember right when he started MobileMonkey and I was like, what is all this about? But now I totally get it.
Yeah, if you've been in like this space for a little bit, then right now chatbots are one of those things that people talk about, just like Facebook marketing, you know, maybe 5 or 10 years ago.
Yeah. So I'm going to share your slides, and just tell me which slides you want me to highlight.
Okay, I just
Or
put together
you
some
can see.
statistics here.
Can you see what I'm sharing now?
I don't see your screen. I see.
Look in the, maybe, can you see it on the Be Live platform?
Well, I'm looking at BeLive.tv/broadcast.
Oh, wait, hold on. I need to bring it to the broadcast. That would help. Okay. So I think there's a way that I can just focus on making that the dominant slide.
Yeah.
And let me go back to the slides and start a little bit. I'll back up a little bit for you.
Sure.
There we go.
And this is essentially the deal. I thought that it'd be helpful to know where businesses as well as consumers are in terms of their comfort with chatbots. And what we can see in like the third slide, for example, that first big statistic, is that 67% of consumers have used social media to contact customer service. So that's a very sizable majority. And I think if you're anything like me or Lisa, you probably would not be, wouldn't hesitate to take to Twitter, or finding what links on the website, like a website chat or that kind of thing, would be helpful in getting your questions answered. And so that next slide there, 55% of consumers will use a messaging app to solve their problems. Let's see what the next one says. And this is a pretty commonly shared statistic, where if you don't answer in 60 minutes a question that's come to your business through social media, it's considered too long. So, well, by 42% of consumers. So something like chatbots is a great resource in that aspect because they're instant. You've programmed the chatbot to know exactly what to say, and then they'll just immediately say it. So no wait time for the customer. That's a great thing.
And I think I have, with different clients that I see this happening behind the scenes, that at least they feel like people that are messaging through your Facebook page or website, they at least feel some sort of immediate gratification, so that they feel heard. Maybe they're not getting their answer that second. Maybe they are if it's programmed in, but at least they know that, something's happening behind the scenes.
Right, exactly. Your chatbot can maybe not have the answer, but follow up with somebody will be reaching out to you shortly. And this is a study in the UK, but 57% of consumers like the instantaneity of chatbots, just as we were talking about.
And I think also, just talking to that slide, it seems like they don't really care if it's a human or they know it's a chatbot, as long as they're getting their answer, right?
Exactly, which speaks exactly to this slide. So about half of people say that they don't care who it is. Oh, wait, sorry. Okay. It's probably the next one.
Okay.
Next one. But, they don't care who it is as long as they're getting their answer. So
right.
We're pretty happy with that.
Yeah. So 80% of businesses that want to have a chatbot say they want to have a chatbot by 2020.
Yep. Yeah, that's something that, and then this little video, I don't know if we have time for it or want to watch it, but it's basically just sums up how marketing is moving towards chatbots and what the use case for chatbots is in marketing and customer service.
So you know what we'll do? We'll put this video, I'll share it in the comments so that they can, and I'll also share it. Is this public? Like, can I share the URL?
Yeah.
I'll share the whole PowerPoint with our class content this week.
Okay.
If that
great.
works. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now we're on to the top 5 reasons marketers want to use chatbots.
So these reasons were gathered from surveys of our users at MobileMonkey of what they're using the messenger chatbots for. Lead generation is the primary reason. So it's getting interested people to learn more about your service and products. Advertising and Facebook Messenger ads is the second reason. And the website chat feature and functionality is up there as well. Customer support and service comes next. And then rounding out the top 5 is sending mass messages to large audiences.
So one thing that's not on here that I personally love, and I think it's so interesting for Messenger or chatbots, is to use it for, let's say, your online newsroom or for media inquiries, just to give the media that immediate gratification of trying to set up an interview or find out information. They can use that, as a public relations tool for media relations.
I think that's a great reason as well, and that really kind of speaks to the PR benefit there.
Yeah. So we'll put all this. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for putting this together.
Sure.
Awesome. So I'll definitely make this part of the class content. I'm going to take this off now and just have us back.
Yep.
How do I stop sharing? I don't want to share it. Let me put us there. Oh.
This is such a cool tool.
Yeah, I love it. I really do. I use it for our Facebook Lives for our class each week, and to interview for Digital Detox Secrets, which you're so excited you're going to do on Wednesday.
Ah, yes, me too.
Yay. But for my class, it's great. So University of Florida wanted us to do live lectures, have a hybrid of recorded and live lectures this semester. So I thought, it's a social media class. Why not have the live lectures on our class's Facebook page? So that's what we do. And not everybody we have one person, it looks like maybe two, that are live, but they all like how they can interact. And, if you're watching live and if you have any questions for Virginia, oh wait, we do have one. Let me just show this up on the screen. With all the options when it comes to a messenger, where does a business start and decide what to use Messenger and chatbots for?
That's a great question, and one that I think helps people get started because of all of the options that there are. What I would think you could do is just set up some opt-ins to start. So before you can really figure out what your strategy is, you need people to sign up to say that they want to be messaged. There's some best practices and rules straight from Facebook about how to message people and not be spammy, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So once you come in contact with a Facebook Messenger user, they're saved to your database of users, but then whether or not you keep sending them follow-up messaging depends on, if they've opted in for more messaging. So step one, I would recommend setting up your opt-ins to say, would you like to sign up for updates or infrequent kind of news from us? And then after that, you kind of create messaging, sending content that's relevant and interesting to those people. So rather than setting up a whole virtual assistant, which is certainly possible, and depending on your business and goals, it might be useful, but it's a lot more complex for getting started. So the best kind of two-step approach is setting up those opt-ins and then chat blasting your content that helps keep your users engaged.
Sounds great. And so we'll also put some links to, if you wanted to try out MobileMonkey, they have a free version, and you can set it up with your Facebook page. So I'll put those links right underneath the Facebook Live when we're finished. And so if you're watching live, if you have any other questions, feel free to put them in the comments and Virginia can ask right now. If not, I'm going to invite Virginia to be part of the page, part of our group. And if she sees the questions or I see the questions after, if you're watching the recording, we will try our best to answer them. And anything else you can add, Virginia? What else do you think what are some trends happening that are kind of fun?
Do you have any favorite chatbots out in the real world?
Well, I love
Lisa?
I don't know how this would classify, but Shine Text. I mean, we've been subscribing to Shine Text for about a year now, before it was like a real thing, like how everybody kind of knows about the messenger and chatbot. So I love that. And I love some of the examples, like you mentioned, like how you can very easily, like some of the places that I get my hair done, like I can just message and not have to deal with calling or even like going to a website and making an appointment. Like it just makes it so efficient. So I think the efficiency part is awesome, and there's very inspirational ways that you can use it. And I love the article that you just came out with on coming out with how you can do inspirational types of messages or
Yes,
motivational or tips of the day type of thing. I love that. It was like the
exactly.
perfect
Like Shine
timing.
Text. Yep.
Yeah, like Shine Text. Yeah. So you can do that through your own website. And it can just be like, for me, it could be social PR secret of the day or digital detox secret of the day, depending on what it is. So I'm going to get with you on that. And
I love that because we are really just kind of in that like consumable, like short little, like bite-sized communications era. And so something like Messenger, just blast, just a little like touch hello for today is a great use.
right. So, maybe the day that Google changes its algorithm or Facebook comes out with an update, we can have our social PR tip of the day, social PR secret of the day. Like, don't worry, the world's not ending because Facebook got an update. Because
Exactly.
sometimes with the blog posts, like even, blasting out the promotional, your RSS feed or your blog posts, I mean, maybe somebody doesn't have time to actually click through and read the whole thing. So maybe it's just a fun, you know, meme or something like that that comes through that
Light and easy. Yeah.
not too spammy.
Right. And stay not too spammy.
Yeah,
Just be awesome.
right. Just be awesome. Just be awesome. So anything else you can think of to add to even beyond Messenger and chatbots on social customer service that we haven't touched on?
Well, no, I can't think of anything just off the top of my head. I loved the question from the viewer, and if there are any other questions, I would love to help interact with those on the group as well. Join the Mobile Monkey group if you want to kind of see more examples of chatbots in action and how they might be able to help you build your business or brand. And there's going to be a sample chatbot that I think really demonstrates the power of chatbots that Lisa can share in this as well.
Definitely. And so it's okay if I share the Mobile Monkey group link with that.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Well, Virginia, thank you so much for joining us. And if anybody has any questions for Virginia or Mobile Monkey or social customer service, reach out to me, put a message in the comments, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. So have a great week. Happy Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever day it is for you. And we will talk to you later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Social PR Secrets. If you like what you heard, check out the book on Amazon or follow our blog at socialprsecrets.com. This episode was sponsored by The Buyer Group, a social PR agency striving to keep our balance in the digital world, practicing public relations, social media, and search marketing, while occasionally drinking a glass of wine or two for the best creativity and results. Thank you all for tuning in. If you would like to get a free chapter of Social PR Secrets, go to socialprsecrets.com/free.